Most people spend 6 to 12 months watching Barndominium content before they ever contact a builder. And the number one mistake they make in all that research time? They fall in love with an exterior photo and pick a floor plan that doesn't match how they actually live. Wrong bedroom wing placement. No separation between the shop and the main living space. A kitchen that looks incredible on paper, but faces the wrong direction for natural light. A bad floor plan choice costs you money at build, costs you comfort for years, and hurts your resale value when it's time to sell. So today I'm walking you through 8 Barndominium floor plan types that are actually working in 2026, what each one is built for, who it fits, and the one thing each plan gets right that the others don't. Stay to the end, because Floor Plan 8 is the one that's quietly becoming the most requested layout in new construction right now, and most people haven't even heard of it by name yet. If you're in the planning or research phase of a Barndominium build, subscribe right now. I cover real floor plan decisions, real budget breakdowns, and real build trade-offs every single week. This channel is your honest resource. No fluff, no sponsor plans, just what actually works. Floor Plan 1 is the one you've probably already seen 100 times, and there's a reason it's still the top seller in 2026. The classic single-story open concept. The layout is a clean rectangle, typically in the 40 by 70 to 40 by 80 range, with a massive great room that flows directly into the kitchen and dining space. Bedrooms are split wing, meaning the primary suite is on one side of the home and the secondary bedrooms are on the other. No stairs. No dead-end hallways. In 2026, buyers are refining this layout to include defined zones within the open floor, a dedicated home office nook off the kitchen, a mud entry corridor near the garage, and a butler's pantry tucked out of sight from the great room. It's still open concept, but it's a smarter version of it. Best for families who want single-level living, couples, and anyone building for the long term who wants to age in place without ever touching a staircase. Floor Plan 2 is surging in 2026 for one specific reason: land costs. As rural land in growing counties gets more expensive, 2-story barndominiums let you stack square footage without expanding your footprint. You get more home on less land. The loft over kitchen layout is the most requested version of this. The main floor carries the great room, kitchen, and primary suite. The loft above, open to the space below or partially enclosed, becomes a second quiet zone, a reading room, a gaming space, a second living area for kids, or a home office that doesn't invade the main floor. The catch: 2-story barndominiums are mechanically more complex and cost more per square foot to build than single-story equivalents. Best for families with children who need separation between spaces, or anyone building on a smaller footprint who still wants generous square footage. Floor Plan 3 is what a lot of people picture when they first hear the word barndominium. But in 2026, the design has gotten significantly smarter. This is the live-work layout with an integrated shop or garage. The old version put the shop on one end, the house on the other, and called it done. The 2026 version hides the shop, separate entrance from the rear, soundproofing between the shop wall and the living space, exterior treatment that keeps garage doors completely invisible from the home's main facade. You still get serious workshop or garage capacity. Some plans include up to 4 bays, but from the front, it reads as a residence, not a utility building. That matters for appraisal, for HOA compliance in some areas, and for resale value. A home that looks like a home from a road has a larger buyer pool. Best for mechanics, woodworkers, farmers, anyone running equipment or a small business from home, or buyers who want serious covered vehicle storage without sacrificing curb appeal. Floor Plan 4 adds something that no interior upgrade can replicate: usable outdoor living space built into the structure itself. This is the Wraparound Porch plan, and it remains one of the strongest selling barndominium layouts in the Southeast and Texas markets in 2026. The porch extends along at least 2 sides of the building, often 3, and is covered under the same roof line as the main structure. This isn't a decorative tack-on. It adds effective livable square footage that doesn't count in your taxable living area, which is a real financial benefit. Screened versions are increasingly popular in Gulf Coast states, where outdoor living can happen year-round if bugs aren't an issue. The porch also creates a transition zone between muddy boots and clean floors, which anyone who lives rurally knows is not a small thing. Best for rural builds with land to look at, families who entertain outdoors, and buyers in southern climates who want to use the outside 12 months a year. Floor Plan 5 is solving a very specific 2026 problem: multi-generational living. With housing affordability pushing extended families back under one roof, parents moving in with adult children, in-law suites becoming standard requests, the wing-based Barndominium layout has become one of the most requested designs in new construction. A central great room and kitchen serve as shared space. 2 bedroom wings extend from opposite sides of that central core, each with its own bathroom cluster. In larger builds, one wing gets a second entrance entirely, functioning almost as a separate unit while still sharing the main living space. This layout creates genuine privacy for everyone in the home without building 2 separate structures. Noise management is built into the plan itself. Best for multi-generational families, buyers planning to house long-term guests or aging parents, or anyone who wants to future-proof their floor plan for life changes. Floor Plan 6 is the one people overlook because it doesn't photograph as dramatically as the others. The compact starter plan, typically in the 1,200 to 1,800 square foot range, is one of the smartest builds you can do in 2026. The national median home price hit $420,000 in 2025. A well-executed compact Barndominium on rural land comes in under $250,000 all in, on land you own, with a metal roof that will outlast any comparison you want to make. Cold-formed steel versions of this layout are trending strongly because they keep the footprint tight and the construction cost predictable. What makes the compact plan work is efficiency, no wasted hallway square footage, bedrooms that are appropriately sized rather than oversized, and a great room that feels larger than it measures because of ceiling height and natural light placement. Best for first-time builders, couples without children, retirees downsizing, and anyone who wants to build debt-free or close to it. Floor Plan 7 is designed for the way millions of people actually work in 2026, from home full-time, with clients or collaborators who occasionally need to visit. This is the Live-Work Hybrid Plan. The defining feature is a dedicated workspace that functions as a real office, not a converted bedroom, with its own entrance from outside, its own bathroom, and soundproofing from the main living areas. Some versions add a small waiting area between the exterior door and the workspace. The rest of the home is a completely separated residential layout. This plan is being built by therapists, attorneys, accountants, real estate agents, and any remote worker who needs clear physical separation between work and home life. The secondary entrance also keeps clients out of your living space, which matters for both professionalism and personal security. Best for home-based professionals, remote workers, content creators, and anyone running a client-facing business from their property. Floor Plan 8 is the one that's been quietly becoming the most requested layout in high-end Barndominium new construction in 2026. It doesn't have a widely used name yet, but designers are calling it the Indoor-Outdoor Flow Plan. The concept, the boundary between inside and outside, nearly disappears. Massive sliding glass walls or bifold patio doors, some spanning 20 feet or more, open the great room directly onto a covered outdoor room that receives the same design attention as the interior. Same flooring material. Outdoor kitchen with real utility connections. Fireplace. In some builds, radiant heat loops extend into the concrete patio, so the space is usable year-round. The metal roof extends 12 feet or more beyond the exterior wall, creating deep overhangs that shade windows in summer and protect the outdoor space from rain. Builders report that many owners spend more daily hours in the covered outdoor room than in the formal living space inside. Best for warmer climates, buyers who entertain heavily, and anyone willing to invest in outdoor infrastructure that pays back in quality of life every single day. 8 layouts. Classic single-story open concept for simplicity and resale. 2-story with loft for square footage on a smaller footprint. Integrated shop for function without sacrificing curb appeal. Wraparound porch for outdoor living built into the structure. Wing-based plan for multi-generational privacy. Compact starter for budget-smart building. Live-work hybrid for home-based professionals. And indoor-outdoor flow for the people who want their home to dissolve into the land around it. None of these is universally the best. The right one is the one that matches your land, your family size, how you actually spend your time, and what you'll be doing in that home 10 years from now, not just on moving day. Next week, I'm breaking down the actual cost difference between these 8 layout types. Same square footage, same finish quality, different floor plans. And the numbers are not what most people expect. Subscribe so you don't miss it.